Hi, thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel and for this video, which is going to be several eye looks that I create with my brand new ABH palette. I'm sure you've seen the palette, but this is what the palette looks like. Let's check it out. It just arrived in the mail yesterday. Oh, that's really beautiful. That's what the palette looks like. It's really, really beautiful. And you can see how the lighting kind of like affects the depth of tone. Like there's a little bit of a shift in maybe. Yeah. So there's a couple of these shades that I'm not going to be able to use because they're not eye safe and I have incredible eye sensitivity. So I don't ever take chances anymore. I don't use any of the non-eye safe colors. And had I known that even the cream colored shade was going to be something that's not eye safe, which I find incredibly unusual. Would I have picked up this palette? I would have waited for it to go on sale, at least. Okay, I did not get a sale and I did not get any kind of a discount. I paid full price for this. So, not real pleased about not being able to use 3 of the shades since it's already 2 shades shorter than our old ABH palettes. But I do like the size of the packaging. I like the exterior. I love the color story. So what I'm going to end up doing is just try, oh, that's not even the right shade, girl. Shrimp. I'm going to pull in my singles in place of some of these. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to, instead, when I want to use these non-eye safe ones, I'm going to use my MAC single. This is a MAC single that I got online, and I feel like it's perfect. It's actually eye safe, and it's an eyeshadow. So I'm going to use that in the place of that purple. And then the last one that I need to find a dupe for is that beautiful, like, deep peach corally color. So let me look and see what I can find in my collection that matches that. One sec. Do think I have an idea. Let's see here. How well did I do? I feel like if I mix these two, I could get that same color. Or better yet, right here. This one. And, well, that's a shimmer and this was a matte. And there's the matte. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from this palette and then I'm going to pair that with this MAC single for the 3rd shade. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. When you see those shades, I'm just duping the vibe of the non-eye safe colors. So I'm not gonna use this one after all. So the whole week long, all of the looks that I create, when I'm using this shade, that shade, or this shade from this color story, it's going to be these eye safe colors. It's not going to be from this palette. But if you feel comfortable using this palette for those shades, if you're trying to recreate the looks that I'm doing or anything, not saying that you would, but just if I inspire you to use those shades, or if you've been inspired to use those shades by others in their videos and they don't have any problems with eye sensitivities, but maybe you find that you do and you're looking for particular shades that you can use to dupe that vibe. If you have this from the BoxyCharm, which is where I got it, this is a great one for 2 of those 3 shades, and then you can still pick this MAC single up. This is called Such a Tool. T-U-L-L-E. Such a Tool. This is Such a Tool from MAC in the single. Okay, so if you're looking for colors to dupe the vibe and you've got access to getting these, if you want an eye safe and you're still really, really hardcore set on using those shades, but you don't want to use the non-eye safe pigments, then there's an option. That's what I'm going to be doing for these videos. So I hope you don't find that cheating. Here we go. I'm very, very excited to play with this palette. Something about this beautiful color story really just calls to me. I don't know. I've never really been into greens up until like this last year of my life. As a matter of fact, I was always really anti-green eyeshadow. I never understood why everybody liked it so much. Well, here I am putting green eyeshadows, all kinds of green eyeshadows on my eyes and loving it. So this green color story is what really appealed to me. Some of these other pops of colors, like, they're just bonus, you know, but like I wanted these greens and olives. So I'm obviously going to start off with something like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the cream colored shade. And I'm just going to start off with this in my inner corner. I'm going to go ahead and just put a tiny bit here at the top. We're going to start off with, okay, so essentially this is the shade color that I started off with, but I used I'm going to take this BK Beauty 201, my giant fluffy blender, and I'm going to go into this very light color here. I'm going to just, ooh, that's beautiful. Fluff that into the crease a little bit. Can we see what's happening here? Try to keep this less chatty also, so. All right. Just get that real nice and fluffed in. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my brows because I know they're a hot mess right now. Okay, so we've gone in with 2 shades and now I'm ready to start playing with some green. I'm going in with this kind of beautiful army green matte. Ooh, this is what I'm excited to play with. Let's see how this goes. And I'm gonna put this, where am I gonna put this? I'm gonna put this on most of the lid. This is beautiful. A little bit of fallout, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of fallout. Tiniest little bit of fallout. I feel like ABH is really good for beginners. Like, minus the fallout. Just feel like the formula is really easy to work with. It's not particular about what brushes you use. Like, it's gonna look really pretty if you put any effort at all. You know, it doesn't really require much at all. Like, that's already starting to come together, and I've really only placed 2 shadows down. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy one and just kind of mix that in the crease a little bit. I don't want it to get too, like, muddy, so I'm just gonna be careful. Kind of soften up that transition to each other a little bit. All right, gonna go in with, ooh, yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with this green here. Ooh, that is soft. Be careful going into that because, like, I barely touched it. Look at that. Barely touched it and, like, it went in hard. I forgot how soft ABH palettes are. Ooh, did you see that? Ooh, that's a beautiful olive. Oh my God, that's what I got this palette for. That right there, this little green combo. This is beautiful. Look at that. That was easy. We're almost finished. This is where we're at so far. Wow. Okay, I am gonna go in with this BK Beauty pencil. It's like a fluffy pencil. And I'm gonna go in with this dark shimmer in the back corner, this brownish shimmer right here. So let's just put this back here. Keep it real contained. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I know a lot of people didn't want this to be shimmery, but look at how pretty that looks. And that, like, is almost blended. Because it's a shimmer, it's that easy. If that had been a matte, it wouldn't have gone in that easy. Let's do that over here. Let's watch that again. Just place it. Ooh, oh, I love that shadow. Ooh, that is a really, really beautiful shade. Look at that. Love this look. Whoa. Okay, so that's where I'm at the top. I do want to get a little bit of blending done. So 1 sec. We get something soft. This is a E27. I'm just going to take that right here. and soften it in. I don't want to spread it too much. Oh, did you see that? The look is done there. That corner is done. That was it. Because it is a shimmer, it is so easy to manipulate and smoke out into some of these other colors without it getting muddy. See, if you would have had a dark matte like that and you tried to, you know, marry that into that like corally color, that might have been muddier. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that first, that deep brown, no additional product. Let me clean up the fallout, hold on. So I already got my base done. All right, here we go. This is just what is still on here. This might have been a little fat for my particular eye because I have really small eyes and they're almond shaped, but we're gonna work with it. Whoa, I love the way that looks. Okay, so I'm really glad that that dark shade is the way that it is. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take this little bitty like inner corner highlight thing from Morphe JH set, and I'm going back into that little soft green shimmer. Be careful because it's soft. So I'm just taking a soft tap and I'm gonna put that here in the front. There's that. Wow. I am in love with this palette. That's really beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that little blender and just soften up these bottom edges a little bit. Wow, I love that so much. Okay, I'm gonna just clean off my brush and then into this first shade, just kind of bring that back in here at the top because I kind of lost that color a little bit and I definitely want that peeking out of the whole vibe. There we go. See what that did there? See the difference? Can you see the difference at that? I just want to bring that back out a little bit. Like you could keep it real blended if you want, but I like my edges to be really pronounced. Like I do have a little bit of blending going on, but I like a little bit more of like a obvious line than some people do. So if you want it blended out into an abyss, blend it out into an abyss, girl. This is my look right here. I love it. Okay, did get a little bit of darkness there on my, it might just be accentuating the darkness of my freckles or it might actually be fallout. I'm not sure. Okay. Wow, that is the look. But the shapes are not matching. So let me get that worked on, hold on. I love the formula that they chose for this dark one. It's really interesting. Like it works differently than it would have a matte. She knew what she was doing. She ain't trying to give you the same old girl. She's trying to be, you know, unique. And this is like good old ABH back in the swing of things, which is really exciting because, you know, ABH used to be my favorite palette brand. Back in those days when I was like, I will never ever spend Natasha Denona money on a palette, ABH was my high-end brand. And so I loved the formula, I loved their palettes, and I didn't really love the price point, but you know, it was where I was comfortable. Now, I had really fallen off in the last few years just because of a lot of things really, the Norvina brand mainly, but this palette right here, this is what I needed. So let me go ahead and put on some eyeliner and mascara and we'll close out the look number one. Okay. So this is the completed look number one with the ABH Nouveau Palette. I really like it. I really like it a lot. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you, well, for you it'll just be in a moment, but for me it'll be tomorrow. Okay, so to get started with this look number two, I'm actually gonna do two looks today right now. So we're gonna do one eye at a time, and I'm gonna start off with this E25 with the cream shade. I'm just gonna put this up here. Like, I don't always do that, but a lot of the times I do. Okay, so in the other eye, I'll do it differently, and that way you can see why I like to do this. Now, like I mentioned, I'm using my Natasha Denona, but essentially, that's the shade that I just kind of, you know, used, the shade I used, all right? I'm gonna go in with a fluffy blender from BK Beauty, and I think I actually want to start off with this shade, this really fun wisteria shade. So I am gonna grab my MAC tool, and this is probably too fluffy for what I want to do, but okay, let's just go ahead and start on the other one since I put it in here and I didn't mean to. I'm gonna put this here on the inner eye. I love a lilac inner corner. Like, I first discovered that when I got my Trio Chrome palette, and I put, you know, one of the, it's more purple in that color, in that palette in Color Story, but this is more of a periwinkle. And so that was the first time that I had ever tried that, and I really enjoyed it. So now we've got a cream inner corner and a periwinkle one. In the palette, it's this one right here in the palette. Okay. And I'm packing it in. I want good pigment here. All right. This light one here, same brush, just the other side. And I'm gonna put that here in the middle. Ooh, we've got an all matte eye going right there. Do we want to leave it like that? A little bit more of that coral shade, and just really bring that in to where you can see it very predominantly on this outer corner. And I'm going to go back in with that cream colored shade and just blend that top edge out. There's my guard dog. She might go crazy in a minute. She probably hears my Hakahoro delivery. Okay, so back into that coral shade, and I just want to make sure that I don't lose that depth of color out here. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. Tiniest bit of fallout here. I put on a lot of powder, so hopefully it won't stick. This really pretty peachy shimmer, satin or shimmer, next to that beautiful olive that we used in the first look. I'm going to use this one. Haven't used that one yet. Ooh, she's powdery. I got a lot of fallout out of that one. So tap off your brush on these, man. This is like a classic ABH fallout formula. And I'm just gonna put this the tiniest little bit here on the inside, just for the slightest little bit of differentiation between, sorry, let me clean my eye out. I'm sorry, that's disgusting, excuse me. Just so that you can see the difference between the beige and then this little hint of shimmer. And get some more. Let's try to build it up. It's really beautiful. I feel like that's it. Oh, sorry if you can hear my dogs going outside. They just jumped through the doggy door. That is a really, really beautiful color. That's really pretty. I'm just blending out now. No additional product on these brushes. I'm just, you know, what it had on it. And I'm just, you know, going back in and to the level that I want it to. So if you want it super blended out, you can blend it out more. I want mine a little bit more defined. Okay, so now let's finish up the lower lash line on that one. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this brown shimmer that we took yesterday, and I'm taking it on like a flat shader for the bottom lash line. This is an It Cosmetics one. I'm gonna put this here. Stamp it most of the way, and then just the tiniest little bit on this back edge. Okay. Almost like giving a little bit of a liner effect. Okay, I'm gonna take this little bitty blender from Sigma. And just soften out that line a little bit. Soften up that smoke a little bit. I love the way that looks. Okay, so I shouldn't have put that wisteria down and just left it there, but okay, hold on. I'm gonna go in with a brown liner and some mascara. Love that. I think though I want to do one more thing. I do want to take a little bit more of this, where is it? This real pretty shimmer back here. This one. And tap off. That one's powdery. I just want to stamp it right here on the corner. I feel like there's not enough oomph in my inner corner. There we go. That's better. Now let me just get something to clean up this edge. And that is look number 2. I hope you like it. Okay, so now let's go on to look number 3. So we already started off with this shade, with the Wisteria shade. I used my MAC one because this is eye safe. Okay, so let's pretend like we're doing it now for the first time. Layer that up. Okay, we want that color real pronounced. In the crease, I'm going to go in with this slightly smaller blender from the VK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy set, and I'm going to go in with this peach colored matte called Fleur. I'm going to go in with Fleur into the crease. I did use that in the first look, but we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. And I don't want to bring it all the way into the wisteria, just up to, just to kind of, you know, give a little bit of something to the crease right there. All right. Okay. Gonna get adventurous. Let's do this. This is what we're here for. I'm gonna use this peacock shade. Here we go. Loaded up my brush. I'm not, do I want to spray it? Let's just see what happens with it dry first. Okay, this is ABH. Like, you don't have to go all out for ABH. I love that about her formula. It's real user friendly. Here we go. This has some sparkle and it looks beautiful. I'm gonna leave it mostly towards the half and back. Ooh, no, I'm gonna put that everywhere. Oh, damn, that's beautiful. Look at that. Lots of fallout. Oh, wow. That's it right there. That was beautiful. Let's try to get the fallout out. Ooh, okay. It did powder off at least. Okay, that was nice. Okay, so that's looking pretty fun, but we're not done. Now we're gonna go in with tiniest bit of this brown into the back corner. Just to define this one little area into that duochrome like that. Let me get a real nice soft blender. Where did that little blender go? Back to that miniature blender. There's really nothing on it. Just kind of clean up. So pretty. Wow. Okay. Just bring it up a little bit more. This is a fun palette. Like, I am impressed with the range already. This is like so different than the first two looks. Look at that. I'm almost done. I feel like this look is almost done. I don't want to like get carried away and mess it up. So let's work on the lower lash line. We're gonna go in with this beautiful dark shimmer green back here. Haven't used this one yet. Ooh, that's pretty. That's like a creamy satin or like a creamy shimmer. We're gonna put that here on the lower lash line. Ready? Let me get it an angle you can hopefully see. Oh, look at that green. Whoa, that might be an unusual pairing. I didn't expect it to be that olive. That's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with that brown on the back half, because that shimmer brown is really a great color. Wow. Okay, let me go in with some liner. Just the tiniest little bit of a flick. Mascara. Let's add a little bit more of that Wisteria shade. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this shade some more. We're gonna put this up here. Just for fun. Just to keep it a little bit more different. Ooh. Look at what that did. Did you see what that did? Yeah, look at what we did. Okay. This is look number 3. Okay. Here's these two eyes. So the next time you see me here in just a moment, we will be back for the 4th and final look. Okay, so let me take down the hair. Try to at least give you a little bit of, it's been a long day, girl, okay? And this is like 5-day hair, so work with me here. Okay, it's gonna get washed later tonight. Okay, so let me know what you think. I'll be back in just a moment for the 4th and final look in this 4 Looks 1 palette with my ABH Art Nouveau. Not Art Nouveau. Yeah, okay, I'll be back. Okay, so here we are for look number 4. This is gonna be the 4th and final look for this video, this palette. So I wanna get started. I do not have my eyes primed yet, which I need to do. Take this Flower Beauty concealer brush, which is oddly similar to the Angie Hot and Flashy brush. This one's been out for years. This one's been out for this year. That's all I'm saying. This one's half the price, and you don't have to get it shipped. You can find this in stores sometimes at the grocery store. I found this at a Kroger. Just saying. Okay, so this one is a little bit softer though, but is it $12 softer? Maybe not. Especially if you're on a tight budget. This is great. So, all right, I'm gonna stop that rant. That was a rant. I'm gonna go in and set my eyes. Prime my eyes. I do have my base done. I'm testing a full face of new makeup. Most of it is drugstore, but not all of it. and I will have that in a separate video. So let me figure out what I'm going to do here. 1 second. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to play with this green, that green, and this brown. For sure, for sure. Anything else, we'll see. But that's what I know for sure is going into the look. So let's go ahead and get started. I know this is a little unusual, but this is how I'm going to start mine. I'm going to start off with this bright green here in a Sigma E54, which is just like a smaller soft shader. A little bit smaller than their E55. I like this one better for more precise. Okay, and I'm going to start off with this, here in the middle. Oh, yeah. Okay, that wasn't as green as I was thinking it was going to be. Okay, so I'm gonna change my whole plan now. Now I'm not gonna go in with that brown. I mean, I am, but I'm gonna go in with the same colors I said a minute ago, but I just changed my whole plan about how I'm gonna lay it down because of the way that this color turned out. So let's roll with the punches. Let's go with it. This is why I don't like to swatch, because like, girl, can you like come up with something on the fly? I want to know. And what does it look like if you do, you know? Because like anybody can plan a real pretty look, but like what can you do just in the moment? Not like it's a test or anything. It's just for fun. I just want to see the creative ability, you know, the level of creativity that can be like pulled out, you know, on a whim, as opposed to the level of creativity that can be planned out in time. Like, sure, anybody can do that. Not anybody, but a lot of people can. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm going to use this green that's up here on the back corner. This one is called Hope. And this one in the middle is Wings. I'm going in with Hope now. And lots of fallout. Maybe share with that brush. Okay, so know that these greens, like I even tapped off. Obviously I didn't tap off enough, but look at that. I don't know, man, that would be really pretty on the inside too. Hold on, let me just get this shape to where I want it. Oh, wow, look at this fucking look, man. Okay, so it looks like I'm going back to my tried and true shape. I hope you don't mind. This is a little bit of an unusual pairing. They're both incredibly shimmery. It's fine. It's kind of cool. Not done. Not done at all. Hold on. Take this Sigma E25 and just kind of blend the top edge a little bit of this whole section right here. It's really a beautiful, beautiful shade for a one and done, man. I should have done that, but like I just kind of wanted to play with the rest of the colors and see what happens. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere with the level of blend that I want up here. Wow. Okay, that's really pretty. Let's get this one blended out like that. Okay, that may or may not look amazing on camera, but it's looking really good in person. I like it. Okay, let's move on. I like the shape of this edge because you can pack on and then blend. So for that, I am going to go ahead and dip into the brown just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just want to give a little bit more depth to this edge right here. That was it right there. Did you see that? That was all I wanted. You see that? That's all I wanted. You see the difference there? There we go. I need to blend a lot. Hold on. Where did my blender go that I was just using? Here it is. Okay, let me blend this top edge of the dark one that I just placed. Definitely need to accentuate the inner corner a little bit. So even though I've already used this shade several times, I'm gonna go in with this light color because it is the perfect little like bright spot right here. You see the difference that makes? Okay, all right. So now I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just blend out the edges of my paint pot up here, back here. And then we'll go in and fix the brows in just a moment. God, this fallout is killing me, girl. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like I want the eyes to be a little bit more green in the middle. So I'm gonna go in with this olive shimmer here, and I'm gonna put this here on this half. Just to keep this from being so silvery, since at first I was gonna do a halo and then I changed my mind. I just wanna kind of like create the gradient going that way. See what that did? I like that a lot. I feel like that's what the look needed. It was too, my halo eye went wrong and I just didn't like the result. So I like the way this is transitioning a little bit better into those other greens. Ooh, beautiful. That's it. That was it. Now I'm happy with the look. Okay, so for the bottom, we're gonna go into this matte, which I'm surprised I haven't used more. Okay, here's the look. I like the way that's looking a lot. So I think I'm happy to call that done. No, one more touch of something. Okay, I want to go in with, I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona shade, but this is essentially the cream colored from the cream color in that color story, okay? So I'm just gonna stamp that right here at the top. I feel like that helped a lot. You see the brightening that gave? Use the other side now. Yeah, that's what I needed. I like a highlighted brown. Okay, now I'm pretty much done with the eye. I'm just gonna take this like big fluffy blender and just kind of blend that little top a little bit. Okay, so I'll be back with my eyes finished up and then we'll close out this video. So this is the fourth and final look with my ABH palette that I really enjoyed playing with this week. I hope that you enjoyed all of the looks. Let me know which look you enjoyed most. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And so, yeah. Now, if you're interested in any of the face products that I have on in this particular eye look, I will link that video down below. But for the other looks, I will have the information listed in the description box. So, yeah. Be sure to check there. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye!